Welcome to another review, this time a model from premium category made by ACME, Austrian State Railway second class passenger car type Bmz. Old school styrofoam and cardboard packaging. Inside is the car wrapped in clear film. A manual and two pouches with small parts. And here are the small parts included with the model. Magnetic brakes, couple of standard couplers, of course, full set of brake hoses and full-scale couplers as well here, some stabilizers for suspension, railings. Please note that the electrical pickups for interior lights are not included in the pouches, however they are already pre-installed and we'll talk about it later on. As soon as you open the box, you can tell you are dealing with a premium product and professional model. The attention to details is visible immediately. However, what I like the most from the overall appearance of the entire model is the fact that the entire model is finished in flat. There's no immediately visible large pieces or parts of raw plastic. Of course, the paint quality and execution of all small markings is absolutely fantastic. And this is also the close coupling mechanism using Fleischmann couplers, and the car on the right hand side is another ACME car. And the opposite side. And one more quick look at the close coupling mechanism. You can see very little space between both cars. They are both ACME cars. I have two additional cars attached to the Austrian car on the left, and they are barely coming apart. You have to use both hands to actually pull them. The buffers are solid, not spring-loaded. The transition plate, as you can see, is separately added piece and can be folded over or open. At the back side, there are imitations of hinges, so you can see them once you close that plate. On the top side, very nicely executed diamond pattern on the top, just like in the original. This is separate piece, two end of train markers, translucent red, and full-size electrical harness with painted electrical connector at the end. Very nice. Very nicely detailed, deep 3D side frames. And on the back side you can see the electrical pickups already pre-installed and painted, which is a very nice touch. The tracks or the bogies are industry standard snap-in. You can see the pivot point right here, and there's a socket the back of a car, they are relatively easy to remove, and you have to be a little bit careful because of the details on the side frames here, not to break them. And just to compare, I have another Bmz car, and it's a Rocco with the same type of a truck, so you can compare the quality of two of those. Quite obvious, isn't it? Obviously there is significant price difference between both models. Here in the US I believe it's around $25, maybe even up to $30, and the difference in quality is clearly visible. So that's Rocco and that's ACME. And of course the entire undercarriage is equally impressive. Okay, so let's take a look inside. I have already both of the boogies off, and I primed that shell off because it's actually quite tight around. These are the tools I'm using for taking this kind of type of shells off. And let's see. Very nice. Wow, that's very nice. I really like how the doors are injection molded on top of the frames. They almost look like you can slide them open. You can see the stacking here. Very nice. And one quick correction. I said earlier that the buffers are not spring-loaded or solid. They are not solid. They can be set in different positions. They are not spring-loaded, but you can have them extended or compressed. So they are moving. And here's my personal conclusion. I think this is one of the best models I had the opportunity to review over the past couple of months. Clearly this is premium professional product, and so is the price tag attached to it. This kind of model will cost you about $25 more versus equivalent model made by Rocco. Obviously there is significant difference in quality between ACME and Rocco models. The paint quality of this model is absolutely fantastic. I'm a huge fan of that flat finishing all around. The interior is executed very, very nice. Overall, it's just a great model. Thank you very much. Happy model railroading.